Hey everyone, are you guys doing this exercise for your low back pain? And maybe you're feeling areas around here or kind of this area, either activating during this exercise or you are doing this exercise to help that area and it just doesn't seem to be helping for you. Well, we're going to go over how to modify this exercise today. My name is Dawn. This is Sebastian. We work at Performance Place Sports Care in Costa Mesa. We are the locally world famous chiropractors here, and we're going to get right into it. Sebastian's going to take me through how to modify this exercise.
Let's do it. Okay, go ahead and lie on your back. And there's a lot of different ways people do this exercise, and the fine nuances of coaching it actually are kind of important. And so let's do the first version that you can think of. Okay, so Dawn's doing a long lever version, and so this one, her knees, or sorry, her feet are way far away from her knees or her butt. And so what do you feel working the most in this?
My hamstrings.
Her hamstrings, which might or might not be advised in this case. A lot of times with back conditions, we actually want to facilitate the glutes. You might wonder what glute? All of them. Probably glute max or the big broad area. Don't worry about a certain section, big broad area. So one of the easiest things we can do to modify this exercise is just to bring your feet in a little bit. You can still use the heels to crush through the earth if you want. Where do you feel this working?
I feel stronger in this one, and I feel like my butt cheeks can squeeze together at the top.
Good, you look stronger in this one. Okay, and come on down again. One other way we can do this is to provide something like a band, maybe like a cloth band or a bunch of those little like glute loops that people have. For video purposes, I'm just going to act like the band. Can you, there you go, keep some pressure, and then go ahead and push your heels through the floor like you're trying to reach to China. There we go. And what do you feel working now?
A lot more glute.
A lot more glute. And so something simple like adding a little bit of a glute loop, not those small ones. If it looks colorful, bright, and fun, it's not the right one. Okay? It should feel pretty darn hard. All right? And do you have anything to add to this, Dawn? What if people have back pain when they're doing this, actually?
Well, I would honestly say that the band's probably not hard enough for you. So if you have only those ones, those only access that you have is just kind of those rubbery, really elastic ones, then grab your top 2 or 3 resistance, put them together into this around the knees at the tops here. And then spreading as wide as you can and are comfortable with, and doing this again, and you almost have no choice but to feel your glutes working. But we can also modify what's happening here. Some people, when they don't have the strength, when they get to the top, they find it kind of this sort of thing happening, and we're just using all back muscles in this. So how would you modify that?
Well, I think I would add a little bit of cue into this area. So number one, I can say, Dawn, stiffen up. And as she's going up and down, I'm just going to remind her that I'm here, okay? And so that might solve the issue. The second one is we can do something like crush my hand against the floor. I find, though, that when doing this one, it can be helpful if they retain the cue really well. However, I find that when they go ahead and do that again, you actually did what I was going to say. As she comes down, she'll lose it.
Oh.
Yeah, they'll lose it. So I'd rather use this one maybe for her. And just, maybe I don't have to keep slapping her, but a reminder that the threat is real, okay? And so the problem is if she's using her back a lot in the exercise, her back is going to start working a lot, and it's going to feel tight. And this is what we call a hip-dominant pattern. It's called a glute bridge. Why do you think it's called a glute bridge?
Because I feel my glutes.
Because you want to feel your glutes, right? And so it's a hip pattern. It's not a back pattern. But if you make it into a back pattern, you will feel it in your back. And that's kind of the problem when people have a lot of recurring back pain, is they just become back movers. It's not like it's something that can't be solved, but it's something that they just default to, right, Dawn?
Absolutely. And honestly, if you want to know like why those cues work out a lot better for you, or why is it that you're feeling your back in this movement at all, there's going to be a free gift that pops up somewhere. Take advantage of it. It's educational. It takes you through maybe some other exercises you can try if you just can't find the right cue for you in this one, or more that you can add to this to see if it's helpful for your low back.
Okay. So if you guys are looking for help on refining some of your exercises and making them actually productive for you, we can do that for you. we love showing corrective exercises and coaching people into challenging exercises for them for low backs and hips. It's pretty simple, and you can do it virtual or in person. Dawn loves doing virtuals.
Means I could stay home and see you guys from home.
You get to hear dogs barking. How many
Exactly.
times do people get on the ground and all of a sudden a dog flies in?
Honestly, mine's been doing that a lot. So if you guys do virtual with me, you get to meet my dogs, that's for sure. But yes, in person, if you're in the area, virtual is always an option. We're working with tons of virtual people right now that are having incredible results. Going onto our YouTube channel, if you haven't already done that, and type in low back pain. There's so many resources there for you that you can take advantage of. But if you're tired of trying to figure it out on your own, reach out to us. Our contact is below.
Yep. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next time.